This is a Emerald production.
The time is coming, when those believers who not grounded in God's word, will be led astray by false doctrines, false narratives, and deceived by false teachers. It's already bad, right has become wrong, and wrong has become right. Decisions are based on greed and political views and not on truth or the facts. Even those who see what's happening appear to have a skewed viewpoint. I was listening to one podcast and the speaker clearly understood what was happening, but his assessment was tilted toward the old white evangelical and political paradigm that elevated one group above the other, and not based off of love, humility, or justice, those truths founded in God's word. The big lie on the other side of the coin is greed, that need for an overabundance of things or status, we equate it to success. Seeking God's hands and not his face is not worship but idolatry. What happened to holiness, righteousness, and obedience? Is America under judgment? A kingdom divided cannot stand. I believe judgment in the house of God is definitely happening. False prophets and teachers are being exposed left and right, along with their bad doctrine and deceptive teachings. The nation as a whole is next on the hit list. History teaches us we don't learn from history. We are doomed to repeat the same mistakes as our forefathers. It also teaches us that, whoever is telling the story, their bias shapes the narrative. If the historical account puts those in power in a bad light, they change the story or exclude the facts in order to create their own favorable version. So, if the foundation was built on lies, the entire structure is doomed. Case in point, what is happening in the US? The founding fathers said that all men were created equal, and yet many of them had slaves. Hypocrisy, lies and false narratives, to justify their economic security and power, are still operational in our culture today to defend racism and greed. These are the same forces controlling the news and media we watch today. In closing, I am only sharing what I've been told, what I have read, and what I have seen over the years, but ultimately it is up to you to judge and check the scriptures and history for yourself. Seeking God's truth for clarity is the #1 objective. Okay. I said all that because I took a look at earlier post I did about 11 years ago about a dream I had. I posted the blog on August 24, 2010 on Blogger, under, In Him, about the coming judgment, and the end.